Hello and welcome back to I make big builds in hardcore Minecraft and I need insane amount of materials to build it and I'm slowly going insane. Anyways, yes, hi guys and welcome back to a new hardcore video. In today's video I will be working on a amethyst farm, or well, 5 amethyst farms, 4 automatic ones and 1 manual. Now in my last hardcore video, I worked on a villager trading hall, which was something I needed for this project. So quartz isn't something I need to farm at the moment, seeing I have done that already. Now let's gather the rest of the materials, and let's just jump straight into the video, because we have a lot to do. So slime and honey I have farmed a little while back. I think I showed that in the villager trading hall already, that I already had that, so that was done. If you want to know how I did that, I was just AFK at the slime farm and at my bee farm. Now packed ice was another big thing I needed for this build. I had to farm 22 boxes, I believe, which to be fair aren't accurate numbers. Farming packed ice wasn't really a big deal. I've mentioned this before, I quite enjoy farming packed ice. I farmed those 22 boxes in pretty much just a few hours. Next was frog lights. I don't know why, but I really just love using frog lights in this style of building. By the way, you will notice that everything connected to my storage will be the same style as the storage. So even if I farmed more materials than needed, I will need them later anyway. So it's not really that big of a deal. Next up was just a lot of redstone related stuff. And honestly, I was all over the place when farming this. Once I had all the redstone dust, I made it into other redstone stuff, and then I was low on redstone dust again, so that was going on until I finally had everything. I was mainly farming redstone from trading with my villagers. A lot of other random stuff I needed for the actual automatic farms I already had laying around, so that's that. Another thing I needed was moss. I had some moss laying around. I also had plenty of bone meal laying around, and then I also had a lot of stone. So I decided to farm moss by just turning stone into moss. I only needed about 2.5 shulker boxes with moss, which wasn't that bad. It's pretty fun to farm actually. I needed a few more extra random stuff like pale oak trap doors, so I finally updated my world to the latest version and started looking for one. I can't lie, I was a bit scared of this biome at first, so I was just there to gather some saplings literally on top of the trees because it was night and I was scared. I must add now, seeing my current location on Core X Season 2, I definitely got less scared of this biome, and the creeking in general. But yeah, I recorded this way before the new season started, so, this was before I even stepped foot into this actual biome. Another few things were end rods, which I got plenty laying around, and if I didn't, I had enough materials laying around to make them. I needed some glass, so I gathered some sand, smelted it, and then dyed it light blue, and made it into light blue stained glass paint. And yeah, that's it for the materials. Also, quickly want to add, I made 2 netherite pickaxes. See, I broke one quite a while ago, but didn't make new ones yet because I didn't have the upgrade template. But now that I do have the template, I decided to make 2 more pickaxes, one with Silk Touch and the other one with Fortune 3. Now I'm gonna mention this right now, about 80% of the people watching my content aren't subscribed yet. So if you aren't subscribed to me yet, but do enjoy the content I make, consider hitting that fancy subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. Okay, so now that I got everything, it's time to start building this farm. The plan is to first mine out the area and then build the farm. I'll work on making this place look better later. For now I just want the farms up and running. I'll just set the beacon up and then I'll be mining for, well, a while. Let's see how long it takes.
We keep on telling lies. That is how we stay alive. So you know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving in different rhythms. Still I know what you feel. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive.
we keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds, telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. Oh, oh, oh. Two different minds.
Right, so I mined this place out. I'll start building the farm pretty soon. So far, if everything I'll have to do goes as fast as this, I'll be done in no time. A little did she know, it only went downhill from here. Also, in case you were wondering how I find these amethyst geodes, I use chunk base for it. It's pretty nice to find biomes, slime chunks, and amethyst geodes. Anyways, let's start working on the next one.
You and me stuck on the ocean now. Nothing but waves in this filling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not have. We do not all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not have. We do not. Yesterday we could be ourselves. Didn't have much, but nevertheless we were true to each other. But now we don't even bother. I remember you being hopeful, but the tall waves have worn us down, and slowly we are drowning. That's why you need to come with me, with me, with me. Turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not have. We do not all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not have. We do not. I always knew we could do so many great things. So believe in me, I believe in you, and I just feel that this will be an upswing. So hear me out. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have. Chasing
So I got a bit carried away and I started working on, well, this big one here and the manual farm. These two also weren't really that bad to mine out. I'm actually surprised I haven't actually broken one of the amethyst blocks where the clusters grow out of. And I do hope it stays like that. Also, we are now on deep slate level, which I don't quite like. At first I didn't quite mind it, but I'm starting to get annoyed by the deep slate. Anyways, let's start working on the last 2 farms.
Keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut, and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here, so come home. Why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold. No Wizard of Oz can undo what I've done. Completely out of luck this time. I'm stuck in reverse. I gotta get away now, but I can't seem to take the lead. Oh baby, how could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. Still, I find myself hoping that you'll find your way back to me. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here, so come home. Why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold.
Okay, so I'm not done with this yet. However, I'm slowly losing it. So I went insane from dealing with the lava pool above my head, which you might have seen on the time lapse, but then I was like, oh, let's just use some moss, because then I can insta-mine everything with a hoe. So, you know, I farmed some bones and then started doing that, but then I also started regretting that decision, because after 4 layers it felt like nothing, and I think after 6 layers I was just so done with it, so I was like, let's do some TNT, you know, let's make some TNT machines. So I used the TNT, and well, look how that ended for me. Let's get those blocks. Oh, nope, never mind. Big mistake, big mistake. Oh, massive mistake. What? Okay, that's bad. All of that happened because I wanted to pick up those 3 blocks of stone bricks. I almost died for that. Anyways, now I'm traumatized, so I decided to just mine. Let's go back to exactly doing that.
You know that I'm the queen of overthinking. It's like we're done before we even started. So if this is the end now, baby, know that I gave it my all. I believe in us. I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. Hope you believe in us. Please don't give up on me. 'Cause I believe in us, I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. Hope you believe in us, please don't give up on me. At least give me a try. It's like you almost know what I am thinking. 'Cause I believe in us, I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. 'Cause you're the best thing, the best thing. You're the best thing that I've ever had. You're the best thing, the best thing. You're the best thing. 'Cause you're the best thing that I've ever had. Best thing.
And there you go. All the farms are done. And now for the fun parts. I'm gonna make this place look actually pretty. And also give it a proper light source, because right now it's just a bunch of torches everywhere. At the moment, just only the farms and then just some stone. It's just a mess and it's ugly. Over here are all the blocks I need. So yeah, let's start building. Alright, so for the build, it's pretty simple. I want to make sure that everything stays in the same style as the rest of the storage, which I have mentioned earlier this video. So yeah, everything around the storage will be the same style, which is mainly just a lot of white and blue, sometimes a little bit of purple in there. Anyways, I did use easy place for this. You can probably notice that with the way I'm placing stairs and all that, but yeah, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. It was just a lot easier doing it like that, especially on the ceiling. First room was done pretty fast. The paths connecting to these rooms look, in my opinion, pretty good. I'm just gonna say it, I really like the paths a lot more. Like in this entire build, the paths are my favorite. Like the little hallways to it, those are my favorite. I'm really happy with the way they turned out. Now, it took a bit longer to do the second farm because the machine actually broke and I was trying to figure out what went wrong, and you know, I just don't know, and I guess I'll never know. But at least it works now. The manual farm was pretty easy to do. Also, for the people yelling at me to mine the diamonds, no, I'm not going to. I quite like them where they are. For the last two farms, well, same stuff as the previous ones. Only of course this time it took longer because, you know, I had to do two at the same time. This time I actually did the ceiling first, so I don't have to deal with that again. Honestly, that was the most annoying part. I don't know why I didn't just build a ceiling before I fully mined out this place. That would have been the smart play, but nope. Instead I had to struggle with it first for like an hour. The walls and the pillars were pretty easy. It's also pretty annoying because the mob spawned on the walls when I was building. But nothing bad happened, so that's that. You know, sometimes I just had an arrow shot in my head, but beside that, it wasn't that bad. Anyways, after a few hours, I was finally done building this. Right, it's finally done. It's been working the entire time I have been building. Of course, I'm still nowhere near enough amethyst that I need for my builds, but I'm slowly getting there. I quite like how this place turned out. It's just a shame I can't make the farms itself look pretty, but I guess it isn't that bad. Also, in case you want to know how I designed these farms, I used a mod for it. I'll put the link to the mod and a video explaining this mod in the description, in case you're, you know, interested in a farm like this for your own world. By the way, if you want to know why I make these type of farms, and why I did the villager trading hall, and why I did the blaze thing like a few months ago, I just want you to know I'm working on a really big build, and I have mentioned this before. So for the main quest, I have to do side quests to continue the main quest. That's my way of explaining how I'm doing this build. So, you know, I've been working on the big numbers first before I start working on the smaller numbers to build the actual build. Anyways, I'm almost on 4,000 days, so I'm getting closer to that as well. So I'm pretty excited for that. That will be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, leave a like and hit that fancy subscribe button so you don't miss any future uploads. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.